Hey folks, Jake with DD Audio here, and today we're going to go over how to install the all-new LED vanity plate system. Step 1 is to remove all of the screws on the end of the power panel using our 2.5mm hex tool. And simply just remove the end plate. Next we'll take the power side LED PCB, it's the one with one connector and an opening for any amount of power terminals on any of the 3 amps. Just place it there and try to line up the holes a little bit, though it will fall if you're doing this on the single power terminal models. On top of that, we'll just replace our plate, line up our holes the best we can, and replace our screws. Next, we'll repeat the same operation on the other side. With our 7/16 inch wrench, we will remove the RCA nuts that secure them to the panel. Just lightly loosen them and then finish the rest with your finger. Be careful not to lose the metal washers or the plastic insulators. Next, we'll remove the remaining hex screws. After we've removed all of our hex screws, just remove the panel once again. Take our signal side LED PCB and place it with the plugs facing inward. It will only fit one way. Replace our end panel, and then replace our hex head screw. Next, we'll replace the RCA mounting nuts. Place your plastic insulator, the washer, and then the nut. Get them finger tight, and then we'll go back through with a wrench after they're all 4 on there. With our wrench, we will snug down the nuts just tight enough. There's no reason to go crazy with it. Next, we're going to remove our bottom plate by removing the outer screws using our Phillips head screwdriver. Only remove the screws near the outside of the heat sink. Do not remove the screws holding the fan. After our screws are removed, let's remove the back plate. The fan cable can be left attached or taken out, personal preference. It doesn't really get in the way. Next, we'll take our wire harness connectors and connect the port labeled to main PCB. The connector only fits one way. Then we'll go from our LED PCB to the port labeled to LED PCB on the opposing board. Tidy up your wires as best as you can. Use a couple small zip ties to secure the bundles out of the way. They'll be fine otherwise, it just helps keep things neat. Basically just don't want a bunch of wires on top of your capacitors, as they will get smashed between the back plate and the capacitor. Organize our fan wire down there a little bit, making sure that it's not in the fan. Replace our back plate. Replace the screws removed from the edge of the heat sink and back plate. Next, we'll flip our amp back over. Using canned air, your air gun, or a microfiber cloth, remove any smudges or dust from the center part of the amplifier where our plate is going to go. Once again, using our 2.5mm hex driver, I'm going to remove the 2 screws that are installed in the amp. After all else is completed, unwrap your vanity plate and remove the protective paper that is stuck on it from the factory. We advise doing this last as it will protect it from any scratches or further dust. Double check the back side of your vanity plate for any dust or debris. This will be very clearly visible when the LEDs light up. Place the vanity plate in the center channel of the amplifier where the logo and model number line up. The engraving should be down against the top of the amplifier. Take the two M4 button head screws and place them through the holes and very carefully tighten them. If you're using a drill or a screw tool, be very gentle as to not crack the amplifier. Now we're ready to install it in our system and program it using the app. Now that you have your amplifier connected to power, we're ready to connect our phone app to it. Navigate to the app store appropriate for your phone platform and find the LED Hue app. Install and open the LED Hue app. Once inside the amp, you will see a device titled SP110E. Click on it. Once connected to SP110E, press and hold on the SP110E name and select the rename option. Type in a name appropriate for your amplifier's model. Once you have selected your name, press OK. Reconnect to the newly renamed device. Once connected, on the lower part of the screen, set the configuration to GRB SK6812 and set the total pixels to 16. Once set, press enter. You are now ready to control your M amplifier's LED vanity plate kit. If you would like more insight into all the features the LED Hue app provides, select the icon in the top right corner. You can select solid colors, control their brightness, or scroll through any one of the presets using the arrows or the dial. Within the presets, you can also control the brightness and the speed at which the preset operates. If you would like to turn the lights completely off, drag the brightness slider all the way down. Alright, and that's how you install and use the LED vanity plate system for the new M-Series amplifiers. If you have any questions, feel free to give our customer service department a call.